Hello, wonderful people, viewers and subscribers. And I know say there's something that is always confusing me. I don't know whether I will call it chasing of clouds. I've been an eye service. Now this our so-called IPOB Nigeria is doing, because these people have long exempted themselves from the reality of life. You see what is happening now? According to them, they said that the southeast checkpoints now kill and bury IPOB to Inspector General of Police and also to Defense Headquarters. These are the things that Simon Ekpa have already long settled. I mean, as I'm talking to you, the dismantling of the checkpoints in the southeast have been announced some couple of months ago, even to the extent of sending a serious warning to the so-called IGP and the Chief of Army Staff, Taori Labaja. But these people that is called DOS and IPOB Nigeria, they are the kind of people who always do nwoke no chogu nwanyi nwere akoko. Now they have come out now to tell the Southeast the what they call it, the Army General and the General Police that Southeast checkpoints is now kill and bury. It is not now. Long time ago it has been so. Southeast have been on a surge. They have been under surge, and the so-called Marudas Fulanis invading our land through what they call a militarization of our area. But anyway, notwithstanding the so-called Inspector General of Police, they had a meeting yesterday, being a Saturday. Nobody will tell you this, but I got my information from a reliable source that they are the one that said that the checkpoints in the southeastern part of the country have become a kill and bury, not even the IPOB. So IPOB just have a glimpse of what happened yesterday through the meeting. They just rush to the media and begin to lament that they need to take out all the whole checkpoint that Simon Ekpa have already long completed with these people. Anyway, the good news there now is that the so-called the personnel of the police and the military have concluded that there will be no unnecessary checkpoints in the southeastern part of the country. So this one is thing to celebrate. And we also have to go. We also have to give a kudos to the Biafra government in exile and its Prime Minister Simon Ekpa for their hard work every day and night to make sure that we sensitize the southeast region from the Marudas that call themselves security personnel, but they are indirectly the killer herdsmen in uniform. So my people, I saw the thing take the southeast checkpoints now kill and bury IPOB to IGP. The news and the headline of this news though is that they have already concluded that all those checkpoints from beginning to the end must surely end. Naming arrested criminals, ESN operatives, unprofessional, IPOB Nigeria and DOS tackles Nigerian army. This one is Ubonga news headlines, but I joined everything together so that if you are watching, just know say you have to watch from beginning to the end, because all the news that is involved or that have been accumulated in this very broadcast are authentic news. Livestock Ministry settle headers with the grazing reserves. Miyetti Allah warns state governors that they have to settle them with the grazing reserves. Personal business. I never heard of where the Igbos have gone to any state and tell the state have to give us place we do business, because we do business to their detriment and also to the gain and profit of the people whom we go to their land to live or to their state to live, because we have to rent their shop, we have to marry their women, we have to develop their areas, their villages. We have to buy their lands, and we have to also bring them good things, whether importing or exporting. So I don't see the reason why Kauriale now, who is a personal business, have now become a government, that the so-called Miyetti Allah will come out and force the governors that they must give them lands to they call grazing reserves. It is only in Nigeria we are still talking about this nonsense. You know why? Because they said that Nigeria is their land. Ruga means this land belongs to us. Ruga settlement means we are going to settle in the land of our forefathers. That's exactly what it means. So coming for them now to come in to ask you for land means they want to occupy those places. Immediately you give it to them, they will occupy it. And the next thing they will do is to be going, they will initiate themselves into the system of that particular area and begin to buy all the whole prominent men in that area to take over. That is how they invaded the north and take over north. To the extent that in the whole of the north now, all the emirs, all you see what they are dragging, all the emirs in the north, none is an Hausa man. All of them is Fulanese. Because of the way they accepted the Hausas, they come with the violence, and the rest of them, before you know it, the minority become the majority in the north and conquered the whole of the north. And that is the reason why you see them doing everything with impunity. Because according to the so-called Constitution of the 1999, states that they have right to go anywhere and dominate anywhere. Who gave us this 1999 Constitution? Abdul Salami. Who is Abdul Salami? Original core Fulani man. That is what we are facing today. That is what we are facing today. Anyway, let us go straight to the reason why we are here this morning. It happens to be Sunday morning, and it is 14th day in the month of July in the year of 2024. If you are not with us, according to the headlines, we are going straight to the reason why we are here. Please like, share, comment, and make sure you subscribe to this channel. Hashtag Biafra Mass Exodus 2024. The indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, on Saturday, all the Inspector General of Police, Kayode Egbetoku, and Defense Headquarters to dismantle checkpoints across the southeast because they are used for criminal activities. This one is IPOB Nigeria crying even when the case has been settled, that they have already decided that every checkpoint in the southeast that is not necessary must surely dismantle. That is the meeting, and that is the good news that I brought to my people this morning. Forget about whatever they write here or they wrote here. IPOB described checkpoints in the southeast as kill and bury or point and kill, adding that they are used for harassing and distorting people of the southeast. The spokesman of IPOB, Ima Powerful, said Igbos, commuters have been subjected to all manner of humiliation, torture, and forceful disappearance at the military and police checkpoints in the southeast, particularly at the Kill and Bury military checkpoint at Ukwoji along Owerri and Onitsha Expressway. In a statement signed by Powerful, IPOB said the presence of the police and military officers at the checkpoints have not stopped kidnapping, armed robbery, and other criminal activities in the southeast. In other words, they are the one behind even all these unknown gunmen, that military and police, they are behind it, and DSS. According to Powerful, the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, ably led by the great and indefatigable leader, Mazi Nnamdi Okukano, raises alarm over the incident military intimidation, harassment, and extortion at the Kill and Bury military checkpoint mounted at Ukwoji in Mbaitolu local government area along Owerri, Onitsha Expressway. The soldiers at this particular checkpoint deliberately keep all the vehicles that get to the checkpoint at 10 p.m. to around 12 a.m. until each vehicle pay them 5,000 naira before they can be allowed to pass to continue on their journey. Sometimes, after unnecessary delays and extortions by the soldiers at this checkpoint, the passengers are attacked and kidnapped on the way. The soldiers and the police officers at this checkpoint are informants to kidnappers. They are professional armed robbers who use guns and uniforms issued by the Nigerian government to intimidate and force people to part with their money or be delayed till the next day or even be killed. Similar incidents happen in all the military and police checkpoints scattered all over the southeast region. The uncountable number of army and police checkpoints collect 5,000 naira or more from each vehicle in the southeast region and make persons and vehicular movements difficult and expensive. The militarization of the southeast region is not only an intimidating and oppressive policy of the Fulani government of Nigeria and her moderate security agencies, but it is also a plan to occupy Biafra territory. The security agencies of Nigeria are also contravene United Nations human rights rules regularly in carrying out their evil plans in Igbo land. The Nigerian government's economic strangulation policy against Igbo can be felt by all inhabitants of Igbo land. The excessive extortions at these military and police checkpoints make the cost of goods and transportation exorbitant compared to other regions of their country, holding passengers at gunpoint from 10 p.m. to 12 a.m. is against fundamental human rights. All of that done in order to extort huge amount of cash from travelers before allowing them to cross the army or police checkpoint. This shows that the Nigerian military is part of the criminality going on in Imo State and the entire Southeast region. IPOB in the past has raised alarm that the military and police checkpoints in the East are part of the insecurity of kidnapping and car-snatching gangs activities. The presence of these soldiers and police officers at various checkpoints has not reduced insecurity. Instead, the Nigerian soldiers at the checkpoints are humiliating, intimidating, raping our ladies, extorting money, and passing information to kidnappers. They are working with the kidnappers who deliver shares of ransom collected from the kidnapped victims to them. IPOB is calling on the Nigerian Defense Headquarters and the Chief of Army Staff to withdraw and dismantle the military checkpoints in the East, particularly the checkpoint at BRGIE on Owerri and Onitsha Expressway, if they care to maintain their remaining integrity. The Nigerian soldiers deployed at that checkpoint are part of the insecurity in the southeastern region of the country. Therefore, IPOB demand that the Nigerian Army and Police dismantle all the indiscriminately positioned criminal military and police checkpoints in the southeast region and the south-south region with immediate effect. We believe that their personnel have turned the checkpoint into something else. These checkpoints are fueling the anger of the people. The Nigerian Army and Police in the East must not wait till the people's anger gets to the boiling point before they allow Igbo to breathe. The Nigerian Army should never underestimate the reactions of angry and wounded persons. Biafra people and Biafra territory have endured a lot from these people. Naming arrested criminals operatives. Naming arrested criminals, ESN operatives, unprofessional. IPOB tackles the Nigerian Army. The indigenous people of Biafra has tackled the Nigerian Army for tagging every criminal arrested in the southeast as an operative of the Eastern Security Network, ESN. You don't know that is the propaganda to dent the image of the Biafrans, but we are more than them, we are ahead of them. A man powerful, the spokesman of IPOB in a statement, refuted claims by the Nigerian Army that they invaded ESN camp and captured its commanders in Olo and Okigwe local government of Imo State. According to Powerful, we have repeatedly cautioned the Nigerian military to call the criminals they capture by their names. It is very unprofessional for the Nigerian military to tag every criminal element captured on IPOB or ESN, just for media blackmail against IPOB and propaganda to continue their criminal activities. ESN operatives are right inside Biafra bushes and forests, dislodging marauding Fulani terrorists, masquerading as herdsmen for the safety of our farmers and the farmland, particularly during the farming season. We know that the Nigerian military and their sister security agencies want to destroy ESN in order to pave the way for the Fulani terrorists to destroy our farmlands. But that will not happen. We advise the Nigerian government and her security agencies to desist from linking IPOB and ESN volunteers to their sponsored criminal elements who were kidnapping and snatching people's properties in the name of Biafra struggle. Repeatedly, IPOB has associated from these government-sponsored criminal terrorizing Okigwe and Olo communities in Imo State. The Nigerian government and her security agencies cannot claim ignorance of these criminals. They know them and they are aware where they are. In another development, Livestock Ministry settle headers with grazing reserve. Miyetti Allah warns the 36 governments of the Federation. Miyetti Allah Cattle Breeders Association of Nigeria, McBain, has asked state governors, or rather has one state governor to settle pastoralists with grazing reserve designated for headers in the 1960s. You have seen it? McBain President Baba Otman Ngezama said this on Wednesday while featuring on Channel Television Sunrise Daily Live program. Otman Ngezama opined that the preservation and the protection of grazing reserves, especially those in the 19 northern states, would address the intractable and internalized challenge of the farmer headers crisis. The statement came after President Bola Ahmed Tinubu announced the creation of a new ministry for livestock development. He said the livestock sector could turn around the economy of Nigeria if well tapped. However, the McBain presidency said herders were not interested in land grabbing but settlements. Talking about land grabbing, even in the northern part of the country where the pastoralists belong, they don't have lands. They don't care about land. They stay in the forest, and when the development reaches them, they move further into forest. He said, are they human beings, people who are living in the forest? They are just criminals. When asked further whether the state governors will have to give the herders land for settlement or ranching, McBain said, do they need the state governments to give them herders lands? We have areas that are dedicated as grazing reserves. We have about 415 of them, all located in the northern part of the country, covering about 6 million hectares of land. There are some encroachments on them, but if you don't minus the encroachments, you will still have about 5 million acres of land that are dedicated for grazing, have laws for them for grazing. The lands are there. So they know about all these things, but they still keep on encroaching to the lands of the Southeasterners simply because they want to grab the land by all means. Anyway, my wonderful people, if you like say, now here we go take back break you. I be will take one other news. No, let us leave it here. Make sure you like, you share, you comment, and you keep subscribing to this channel because more of these videos will be coming your way. Once again, happy Sunday. In case you missed the headlines, here are the headlines that have been treated on this very matter. Southeast checkpoints now kill and bury IPOB to Inspector General of Police and the Defense Headquarters. Naming arrested criminals as ESN operatives unprofessional. IPOB tackles the so-called Nigerian Army. Livestock Ministry settle headers with grazing reserves. Miyetti Allah warns the governors of the 36 states. So, I don't hear them all. And now here, we will take back break. Like, share, comment, and make sure you subscribe to my channel for more interesting videos. We'll be right back with another bang. But make sure you do the needful. Hashtag Biafraland Mass Exodus 2024. Hashtag Free Mazen Nnamdi Kanu now. And hashtag kudos to the Biafran Republic government in exile. Kudos to Simon Ekpa, the Prime Minister of the BRGIE. Now here, make on enjoy on a Sunday. Kemesiano, my wonderful people.